My name's Mark Lindquist, and I'm the owner of Madcap University Press, which is a umbrella of several different companies that we have, small companies that produce films and videos about dogs. We have a unique need in our business, different than probably most businesses would have. I would call it a big problem in a small niche, business situation. The first thing that introduced us to miniOrange was the SSO, the single sign-on. We have different Shopify stores, and we needed to be able to integrate those stores under a solution that allowed our customers to log in the different Shopify websites, and that's how I came across miniOrange. And that's what started this relationship with miniOrange, and that helped us lead into many different opportunities once the single solution was solved. What sold me probably the most was that you guys had already had experience working with Shopify. That was a key indicator for me that I didn't have to go and try to educate a company that had no experience working with Shopify, and I think that was probably the most important thing for me. You guys took on Roku, which was a big deal, and that has turned into something I think that's has grown way beyond what we had ever anticipated. So just being able to create a Roku channel for us, integrating those pieces, and as well as working on the back end design of that page has worked out really well. So there's 6 individual pieces that we needed that started with just single sign-on. So my answer would be, as you go and look at miniOrange's website, it's more than just security and single sign-on application. So with the integration, it started with email chains, and these email chains back and forth to try to get something explained were about 15 miles long. And our designer got in the middle of it and said, let's go ahead and use an Adobe application that allows us to lay out pictures and images, that gives them the code needed for the CSS and styling. And your ability to use the Adobe application to see what we needed to get done and then integrate that and then put together a quote to do the work was a huge asset for us. So there was that original bridge to get over of what we want back end wise, what we needed to look on the front end, and then make it work. And so by you guys being willing to work within those constraints of the tools that we had, it worked out fantastic and really well. Another thing that I would want to mention also on a customer basis that's important is the turnaround time when an email is sent about an issue. Obviously, some issues are more important than others, but we fire off an issue or a problem to several of the support people over at miniOrange, and the response time is within, on some cases, if it's an emergency, within a few minutes, believe it or not. And I think you guys are 9.5 hours ahead of us here in the United States. So somebody's up at 3 a.m. doing something, solving an issue for us. And if it's a non-critical issue, the response is recognized. They respond that they have the message, and they'll get back to us, and they get back to us, within that day or the next day. There is not a waiting period that we have experienced that has been frustrating. So it started with single sign-on, and now you guys are really part of our team to make it successful. So I encourage any customers out there that are questioning it to either they can contact us and ask us, or to send an email to support at Shopify or to miniOrange. The biggest impact, and we had just have launched our updated pages maybe 2 months ago. This has been a year in the process of getting our product pages to be simplified for the use of our customer base. And a part of that is being able to allow the customers to choose whether they want a DVD version, video on demand version, or if they want to buy vouchers for somebody else. Originally, that was on 3 separate product pages. We presented to miniOrange, we would like to integrate all of this together under one page for a product and allow the customer to choose these different options, being DVD, video on demand, or vouchers. While on the front end, it looks simple. On the back end, it's really complicated because there's no support from Shopify unless you use some type of app. So this was ground level design and implementation that was done by you guys, miniOrange. And you guys had to take that design, roll that into LearnWorlds to make that seamless, and then also give us the tools to implement with our designers in Gem Pages. So all of those pieces together allowed us to launch a new site, which has, honestly, has cut down probably 90% of customer queries about what to buy, as well as issues of accessing either assigning vouchers, which is now automated, or how do I find my course in my platform. So that has been a huge change in growth, as well as we have seen product bundles that we could not figure out why they didn't sell more are now popping to the top and selling. And that's a lot of the integration that you guys did with Gem Pages and our layouts to make customer experience on one page, working with our designers to get that done. So it's been, for us, it's been great for me because it solved a tremendous amount of issues of just keeping customers from getting frustrated on a basic level, and that's just selling product. So kudos on that.